In this video, I'll tell you how to quickly fix the common problems with the ePos printer, especially the thermal receipt printer 80 mm on 58 mm. The usual problem with the printers are on some occasion the printer suddenly stops working, the power light stays on, and the printer does not print. And when the printer is not printing, obviously if the cache drawer is connected with the same printer, the cache drawer won't open as well. So if that's the case, the first thing is to try is to turn off the printer. Usually on the side or on the back of a printer there's an on off switch, so you can turn it off and after 10 seconds turn it back on. It will hopefully reset the printer, and if there is any issue blocking the printer to print, it should resolve without any further steps. And these are the case in most of the time. If the printer is not printing 40 to 50% of time, this should resolve the printer. Still, if you see that if the printer is not printing, try and press the feed button and see if the paper is coming out. If the paper is coming out, that means the paper is not jam inside. If it's not coming out, then open the printer cover. Usually there's a push button. I'll show you on the printer. There's a push button on the side of the printer which you can press to open the flip. Like in this printer, if you see, this is the on off switch on the left hand side, and then this gray button. When you press this gray button, it will open the cover and see if the paper is jam. Just make sure that there's no debris of paper inside and the cutter is not jam and everything, and it should fix the printer as well. The third thing you can try is to restart the ePos system. Usually after restarting the ePos system, if there is anything wrong with the printer spooler or if anything blocking the print jobs, it should solve the problem as well. If it's not solving the problem, you can go to the control panel, and then in the depends on your Windows. If it's Windows 10 or Windows 8 or Windows 7, you go to control panel and go to device and printer. And in device and printer, you can right click on your printer, go to printer properties and check if the port is right. If your printer is USB, it should be tick mark on the USB, not somewhere else. And then press apply, and then go to general again and take a press print, the test print, and it should work fine. Or you can right click here, and then there's a troubleshoot option here. You can troubleshoot, and usually this is stop the spooler service, check the spooler service for any error, and then refresh the printer as well. So these are a few basic steps which will 80% of the time it will solve the printer printing issue. Another common printing issue is sometimes people say that the printer is printing, but there's no writing on the page. The page is blank. So this usually happens when you install the roll incorrectly. If you install the thermal roll upside down, the paper should come underneath the roll and then come out. It should not come on top of the printer. So when it's coming out, the paper should be under the roll and then it should come out. It should not come from top of the printer. Should not be facing the top lid of the printer. And then make sure you are installing the right thermal paper roll. You are not using the ordinary roll, because these are thermal printers, so it only works with the thermal printer roll. If you recently order new paper and then the printer stopped working, it's most likely that you did not order the right paper, and the size should be the right one, but it should be thermal paper, not the ordinary paper. So I hope this video will solve your printer issue, and if you like it, if it's solved, kindly just like my video. And if you need any further help, there's a number on my channel as well. You can call me and I'm happy to help. Thank you.